start recording for this for later. And welcome to the new year. Hooray. 2020 sucked.
Happens.
Wait, it did? Oh, I hadn't heard about that.
Oh, I missed it.
Uh, so, yeah, starting this up. Okay, players already know this, but I'm gonna do this for the audience, and those watching this later on. This is the first time I've done a Pokemon thing for this. I kind of gemmed one for a little thing, but I made this from scratch, so we'll see how this goes. I will probably be changing things as time goes on, so that's gonna happen. Um, so let us get started, and I think I wanted to start with Buster Law, your character.
Oh, okay.
Um,
For
you
the record, I still haven't figured out what kind of voice I want to use, so I'll probably be working on that for a couple
don't worry, I
seconds.
am not doing any voices, so uh,
Mm,
I'm not gonna go too much into your backstory because that's technically secret, and also your character right now doesn't know any of it right now.
Yep.
Uh,
Exactly.
We don't
interesting.
know our own backstory.
well,
No, my character doesn't.
his character
Oh,
Yeah, no, I
specifically
figured as
doesn't
much.
know his backstory
Yeah, no.
for reasons
It,
that will be
I think I
explained at a
do, but
later
I
date, I'm
don't.
sure.
No, yeah, I know. We're good.
Um, so you have woken up, and uh, today is the day where new trainers are to set out to do their various researches and gym battles and contests and whatever. And uh, you have woken up in your bed, and I don't know, just give a typical day what your character would think that they would do. Let's start.
Well, I
Let's start
think.
with how. What time would they normally wake up at? Oh, and I
Oh,
guess
he's
I
an
should be
early
more
riser.
specific. You're currently in physical town right now.
Oh, okay. I thought we were starting in the neutral city.
No, well, I'm gonna bring you all together there.
Okay,
We'll
gotcha.
get to that.
Well, so normally Buster is a site supervisor for a construction company, so he tends to wake bright and early, just a little bit before dawn. Usually does some stretches, try and limber up for the day. Get himself a little bit of breakfast, that sort of thing. And just sort of get himself woken up, get his construction gear on and stuff like that, so that he can head to the site. Although obviously things are going to be a little bit different today. Um, Out of curiosity, would I already have my starter at this point or no?
Yes, you would.
Okay. So yeah, so a
So,
new thing that he
so
has.
for reference for you, the player, not the character, it's been a few days since that thing has happened.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. But yeah, and so he's starting a new thing now. Like since he's got this Pokemon buddy, he's gonna try and like every morning when he would normally do his stretches and such to get ready for the day, he's gonna let all his Pokemon out and do that too. He'd probably, assuming that he's well behaved, he would probably allow starter, his Riolu, to just sort of stay out of the ball at all times.
Hmm
Although the
there
others
is
would
no
probably.
there's no rule saying that in town or anything that you have to have your Pokemon in their Pokeballs. Just that
Okay,
don't
yeah.
cause
So
any problems.
Riolu's probably gonna just be out most of the time. The others will likely be in balls typically. But yeah, so he's gonna wake up, like give a high five to his little buddy, do some stretches, make them both some breakfast, and just get ready to head out and face the day and see how things go.
All right. So to head out to start your Pokemon journey, you are going to have to join a caravan, for lack of a better word, uh,
Mhm.
to head to Neutrella, where everything will start off for trainers. Which, depending on what time you decide to get up, they're ready. They're going to be ready to leave about 10 a.m.
Oh, I mean, I'd probably get up at like 5:30, so that's more than enough time.
All right. So, 10:30 or 10, I guess, fast approaching, you head to said
Mhm.
caravan or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. And while walking around town, since Riolu has kind of short, stubby little legs, I'll just let him sort of like ride up on my shoulders. Usually, eventually, he'll evolve. He'll get taller. He can keep up with walking, but just just for for his convenience and my convenience, I'll usually just let him ride if he wants to.
All right. I'm going to actually send you dis a Discord DM just so I know the answer to this because I don't remember. Uh, but
Definitely.
while I'm doing that, yeah, you are walking through town, and at the edge of the west of town, several caravans are being put up and being ready to basically ship out new and old trainers to Neutrella. So you get up onto, and I'm gonna type something out here real quick because I can't apparently type and talk at the same time. Just give me a second because I should have asked this earlier and I didn't even think about it. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that because I'm gonna do something else instead. Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you something
Yeah, I'm
else,
just
but then I
gonna.
realized I'm gonna do something slightly different. But anyways, yeah. So you get into the uh, caravan and you basically get in uh, and basically sit next to people or across from people or whatever. There's probably like I don't know, for this town probably like four maybe five caravans that trainers can get onto. And the caravans are usually pulled by like four-legged, so like maybe like tauroses or like bufalants, stuff like that.
That makes sense.
Especially in well, you wouldn't know because you're not from the winter city, but usually in the winter cities, there's probably pulled things like mammo swine and stuff like that because that's just easier.
Right.
But mostly in everywhere else because it's not a horrible. Um, who is sending me freaking messages? Oh,
That would be me.
yes, it would be you.
I was just trying to anticipate what I thought your question might be.
That is exactly what I was gonna ask you, by the way.
That's what I figured. That seemed like the most obvious thing you would want to know.
Okay, but I had another idea along with that. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, no one's when you're walking downtown, no one seemed to have noticed you at
Okay.
all, even though you're just walking
Um,
downtown with whatever. No one seemed to pay you any mind.
yeah. I mean, I'm just another, cat. Why are you freaking out? Oh my god. Sorry if you guys can hear that.
No, I couldn't.
Um, yeah, no, I mean, I'm just another normal construction worker. Nothing special about me. Nobody
So,
needs to take notice. I'm fine with that.
so as you sit down, uh,
Okay, I do have a question as I sit down though.
yes.
Um, and I'm not asking this to try and exploit anything or whatever, but can I pull out my Pokedex and scan whatever's pulling the cart? Because I don't have like Tauros or Bouffalant or whatever it is in my
Uh,
Pokedex yet.
Technically, right now, you do not have your Pokedex.
Okay, cool. Works for me.
So, uh, yeah. So, as you're sitting down, Buster, how do you want me to say your characters? Do you want to just name them Ryo or Ryoku? How do you want me to actually?
Either of those is fine.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with Ryo because I don't want to mess something up. So, Ryo, as you are already here in the caravan, uh, because if I'm understanding what you sent me correctly, you basically have run away from home.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and like,
Rio is currently seething.
hmm uh, they don't perform really any background checks on you or anything. It's basically anybody who wants to become a trainer can sit down in the caravan and head off as long as you have a starting Pokemon with you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
But
He's currently seething.
I'm
Like
gonna
he
give
looks
you.
visibly upset.
I'm gonna give you.
His eyes are red and there are tear streaks on his face, and he
So
looks
that's what I'm
incredibly
just gonna put this
angry.
up for everybody else. That's what Law's character is, and that is Cora's character.
I did change my name to Buster as well, so that it should be visible on stream, I think.
No, I'm just putting up so they can see what your characters generally look like.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Mine is just a picture of Chuck from Gen 2.
And when I have all three of you together, we'll kind of go over what your characters are and stuff. But for right now, we'll just I need to. There was something I wanted to look up. All right, because I'm not on the GM on what everybody else can see, but I can go into here. I want to just look at people's skills, specifically you, Core. Because I don't know what this would be. Did you do any of your skills at all, Core?
I did.
Oh, that's right, because skills work differently in this game where unless your class gives you it, you're not trained in it at all, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
If your class doesn't give it to you, then use a flat d20 when you roll it.
All right. I'm going to give you the first roll, and I want you to roll me history.
Of course, I don't have that one, so.
You're
You
too
did
angry.
three,
You're too
right?
angry to know what's going on around you right now. You just see
Why
this.
is there a -4?
I have no idea. Oh, it's because my S attack is really low. S attack is the int stand-in, and int is my lowest stat.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you're too angry to notice things, but you do see this rather buff-looking guy. I guess I don't know how you would describe your character.
He's fit but a little chubby, you know, like a muscular sort of portly guy. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you sit. He sits down in front of you, and a few minutes later, or you guys are start to be carted off to the out of the west of town, headed towards Neutrella. Now
Well, if I sit down and he's like visibly crying and stuff, I would probably
he's
like,
not crying. He's just angry.
He's not currently crying, but it's apparent that he just stopped crying.
I mean, I feel like that's still enough that I would want to like just, you know, talk to him real quick and ask if
It's fair.
everything's okay.
His Oshawott is currently trying to comfort him.
Yeah, I would probably just sit down and look over and say, like, hey kid, you all right over there?
I'm fine.
Everything okay?
How? Out of curiosity, what's your age for the both of you?
I am 37.
17.
All right. Yes, in this, for lore reasons for the stream and for recording, unlike regular Pokemon games where you set off when you're 10,
10.
This place doesn't have that. You have to be at least 16 or older to be able to go on a Pokemon journey. And we'll get to why that is later, but for right now, that's just the heads up for that. All right. Meanwhile, on a ship heading into the port of Lightning Resort City, are you going with Brad as your character name there, dude?
Me?
Yes, you.
Yeah, I'm.
You are? Okay. Brad, you come into port into Lightning Resort City, and you were told, or you found out as you're coming into the region, coming from, I believe you said you're coming from Hoenn, right? Because you're from Lava Ridge, right?
Yeah.
To head to the Pokemon Center to get more information on about how to sign up for the league and gym battles in the region.
Okay.
To make this place is very different to what you're used to. You kind of been to what the heck? It's not Sutopolis. What's the other one? Frick. Third gen is my
Oh,
favorite. Why can't I
Are you
think of
thinking of
why?
Fall Arbor?
Lily Cove?
Yeah, Lily Cove. You've been to Lily Cove, and that's a relatively big city and stuff. But this city is actually a lot bigger. Mostly because this city is for tourists, basically. They've got like so many hotels and shopping malls and stuff.
Okay.
Um, it's also you find out eventually it's where the island gets the majority of its power from. It's like all electric power basically comes from this city. And you head into the Pokemon Center, and you're talking to Nurse Joy about that, and she says, "Oh, you better hurry up because the caravan is about to leave for Neutrella, and she's gonna give you basically a map of the island because you're not from here,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
it
I'm
looks
prepared.
exactly what you can see um, on Roll20 there."
Okay.
Yes, for those who are not taking part in this part, feel free to talk in the text chat because the stream can still see that.
Mhm.
So you head off to the south of Lightning Resort City, and they're getting ready to leave, so you have to like kind of like hurry up and get onto the caravan before they leave.
Okay.
Um,
Uh,
and
yeah.
your caravan is actually being specifically for right now are being pulled by Camerupt.
Okay.
And the reason for that is because when you exit out of Lightning Resort City, you actually enter into a desert.
Oh, I'm familiar with Camerupt
Hmm.
because Maxie.
Did I miss that part in your thing? But okay. Anyways, I,
No, I'm just saying that Team Magma uses a Camerupt.
oh, you're saying that not in character is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, but I'm just saying your character is seeing that they're being pulled by Camerupt. I'm not specifically worried about you. I know you
Yeah.
know Pokemon well enough to know what the majority of Pokemon are.
Okay.
Uh, so yeah, then you head through the desert, and I'd actually like you. I don't know if your character has it, which I will pull up what his character looks like for everybody. If your character has perception as you're heading through the desert, do you have perception? I'm gonna make everything else 0 for you, just really quickly.
No,
Okay,
I
well
don't.
then just roll it. Then just give me a second while I go through and make everything
Okay.
0. That's not a skill because it should be 0. Otherwise, it won't roll. Okay, now roll perception for me
Okay.
as you're being led through the desert. I think it was near the bottom. Sorry about that, stream. I need to do that to. You might need to stretch it out for a bit. And while you're doing that, I'll just basically explain. You're not gonna if you do see this thing, which is highly unlikely considering your perception is 0. You'd have to roll relatively high. Yeah, that's not good enough, unfortunately.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, you travel through the desert. You reach Oasis Town, and basically everybody gets off of this caravan and gets onto other caravans that are pulled by. Uh, where is this? This is summer. Let's say they're pulled by Mudsdales,
Okay.
because why not? Uh, and you as well head off to Neutrella. Um, let's see, who would arrive first? Probably Buster and Rio as they're having this conversation while they're traveling.
Hmm.
By the time you get to Neutrella, it's probably. Notice my microphone wasn't connected in all the way. It wasn't. It's not. It's getting kind of late in the day. It's kind of like. Let's see. Let's look at my traveling thing that I made. How long would it take to get from Physical Town to Neutrella? About 8 hexes, huh? Yeah, so it probably is about, like, 4, maybe 5 by the time you guys get there. Uh, After you guys have had your conversation. Let me know when you're done.
Huh? Oh. I mean, let's see.
I'm still typing some stuff, but I
Yeah, I'm
mean
gonna
we
let you
can
do that.
still just keep
Alright,
doing
well,
this
you
and
guys
going
can
on.
continue typing things, and I will continue with the
Yeah,
narrative.
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
when you two reach Neutrella, and it's up to you two if you guys want to go to where you're supposed to go together or not.
Yeah, seems like
I
a good
mean, I'm
idea.
gonna get off the thing and go straight to where we're going. So
Same.
Okay, so you head to this. When you get off, you're actually in front of this gigantic stadium.
Hmm.
Like, it is big. Like, you two are from Physical Town, you know that there's a gym there. It's like 3 times the size of the gym.
that is
Another thing I should mention, because this is important, because it's the basis of how I made this world, or this island rather. You guys kind of went actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's see. Buster, roll me. I'm gonna have you roll, guys. Roll me the weather
okay.
for
Oh,
the 2 areas you were in. So Buster and Brad.
Oh, I tried to put in slash roll weather because I thought it would be funny popping up in chat, and it just says there was an error. Try again.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I got
Just a
this.
second. I need to look up in my GM things how this is working. Okay. Yeah. So Brad and Buster each roll me a
Yeah.
D100.
okay.
And I guess Rio also roll me a D100.
Sure.
All right. So Buster and Rio, your weather coming from um, Physical Town to Neutrella. Would you get a 57? Um, it's
I got
actually
a
uh,
57
it's
and you got
actually raining.
Oh, that's fine.
It's not coming down hard, but it is raining. Actually, no, wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm looking. I want. Oh, that is the last one. It's no, it's sorry. It's a little windy.
Oh, okay.
That's
Uh,
fine.
man, dude, that's 93, huh? Um, Unlike the 2 of them, where they're just dealing with a small downpour, uh, you're dealing with kind of a bad weather there, Brad, as your caravan's going through not only the desert, but also past the desert. So, by the time you reach Oasis Town, you can see behind you and in front of you. Uh, Behind you, there's a sandstorm happening.
Uh-oh.
And then in front of you, there is a thunderstorm happening.
Okay.
Um, and to combat the thunderstorm, uh, the caravans put out this like special machine to the sides of uh, the of the caravan. Actually, no, they attach it to the mudstales that are drawing you, and uh, your character doesn't, I assume, won't know what a mudsdale is, but they are ground types, so the things basically act as a lightning rod, so that it shoots at the machine, and since mudsdales are ground types, it doesn't affect them. So basically, it just goes straight through them. You're a little bit freaked out. This happens maybe once or twice. Uh, uh, Once to yours and then once to another one. But you could see when they get when the Mudsdales get basically struck by this lightning, they basically just ignore it.
I mean, that's reasonable.
Okay.
Yeah. You're telling me the storm clouds can't aim for the horn?
Aim for the what?
Aim for the horn. Don't you guys know that? There's even a feat in this that makes reference to it. It's an episode of like the original season of the anime where Pikachu is fighting a Rhyhorn and Ash says, "Aim for the horn," and it electrocutes the crap out of him. Even though Rhyhorn's a ground type that's
No,
immune to
no, that's
electricity.
dumb and stupid, and I don't like it.
Aim for the horn.
And
Well, there's
Mudsdales also don't have a
feat
horn, so
It's
Yeah,
also
I know,
like
but there's a feat named Aim for the Horn that lets you do basically that exact same thing in this game, for the
Yes.
record.
Okay. I didn't even know that was a thing. But I mean,
Yep.
I can't say no to it because it is in the thing. So, but no, that's not a thing that happens. Uh, but good news, Brad. Once you enter into Neutrela's area of influence, it suddenly you're like in this heavy rainfall and thunderstorm, and then when you enter, like you reach like a certain point, and you can tell that there's a noticeable cutoff, like where it's raining, and then there's basically nothing. It's just like clear out.
Okay.
So you're kind of wondering is if it's a good idea to be coming here or not. Sorry, people. I need to. No, I'm looking at. I want my.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm-
see. So, what did you roll? 70. What do I have for that in Neutrella? Yeah, it's basically once basically it's raining where you guys are, thunderstorming where he is, and when you guys enter into Neutrella, it's basically clear weather.
Okay.
The two of you aren't surprised at this because you've basically lived here your whole lives, I'd assume.
yeah.
But Brad, you're kind
getting
of thrown
crazy
for a
about it.
loop for this.
Yeah. What's going on?
One of the guys in your caravan is like, "Oh, this is first time to the island."
Yeah. I came here from Owen.
Oh, yeah, that's common around here. Um, Let me guess, Hoenn, so that means like you're able to have like 10-year-olds go out and do whatever, do what we normally do here, like gym challenges and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the well, because of the weather on this island, uh, only those who are 16 and up can go out on their things. Have more knowledge about how the island works, so they can better protect themselves. This guy seems to. You look at him, this guy up and down, Brad, and he has a belt with Pokeballs on it, so he's obviously not a newbie. This isn't the first time he's done this, it looks like. But yeah, Buster and Rio, you guys enter into Neutrella first and see this giant stadium, like I said. And everybody's getting off and heading towards the front of, or the entrance to the stadium, where they have, like, kiosks set up out in front. And they basically say, trainer sign-ups over each of them. So you just go to whichever one you want to.
Cool.
Yeah, I would probably just go to the one that's the closest.
Okay,
Yeah.
are you guys going to go together because you've been talking so much, or are you just gonna go off on your own?
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well. Like I said, I'm basically just moving in a straight line. If he tags along, then great. But Buster's a man on a mission right now.
Yeah, no, Rio has ceased paying attention when you started having the conversation, so he's just been following you out of habit.
Okay, so the two of you basically walk up to one of these kiosks that are empty, and the woman behind the thing is like, "Oh, are you two coming in as a group?"
Mm,
Group?
I don't think so. We just rode on the same caravan.
Is this the first time you guys gone through the trainer challenges before? She looks at the 37-year-old man.
Wait, you can do it multiple times? Oh, no, yeah, it's the first time. I
No,
wanted to
that's
do it as a kid, but never had the time, and taking a little bit of a break from work.
I was like, all right, that's fine. We
mhm.
don't have any prejudice on who can and can't uh, join up, just as long as they follow the basic rules. And she'll kind of go over basic rules. You have to be over 16. You have to have a starter. Blah 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 blah. Um, the one thing that you weren't expecting, though, is that and as you look around, you can kind of see that some people are signing up in groups. And she tells you that for people to go out to the islands and other towns and stuff on their own, they have to be in at least a group of 3.
Mm.
So most people come in with a group that they're already coming, or that they're already traveling with.
Well, that's a
Oh,
predicament.
uh,
Mm.
okay. Well, there's only two of us here anyway, and I also don't know if the kid would want to travel with me, so, how does that work then?
Well, if you don't want to travel together, basically we put you onto a lottery, and you get random people to join with you. And if you don't have
Uh,
enough group, you'll be given someone.
okay. Well, what do you say, kid? And he kind of reaches out to like clap you on the shoulder again, and then remembers like,
He
uh,
doesn't move this time, but he just kind of follows your hand as you go to do it.
yeah, like I just start to like raise, and then I just realize that just I sort of just do a cat, what I think is
Yeah,
a
the like
casual,
swoop your hair
and
back
reach
thing
out to
instead.
pat my Riolu instead. Like, yeah, that's what I was planning to do.
He says, sure. Can I know your name first?
Oh, my name's Buster, and this little guy is Domon.
God damn
And
it.
Ryoku,
I get it.
call me.
Yes, that makes me so happy. I'm glad someone here gets it.
Says,
Can
okay.
I have a
I,
fireplace
Yeah.
it,
PM?
it, I'll be honest with you. That's my favorite series in that, by the way. So
Yes, you make the correct choice,
that it's
sir.
it's that and it's that and then Unicorn, by the way.
I haven't had a chance to watch Unicorn yet. I really like Iron Blooded Orphans,
For
though.
for those of listening, we're talking about Gundam. So
Yeah, we
moving
are.
on.
Says, yeah.
Oh, that makes me really happy. I wasn't really expecting that.
I
But yeah,
it
so
was a reference to some anime I haven't watched.
Have not watched it
yeah,
either.
it's really good. It's really stupid, but it's really good. Just it's G Gundam is the one that we're talking about.
Hmm.
Oh,
I don't know. You
Anyway,
might have
Anyway,
seen you might have seen a few memes from it, Kaz. I'm not sure. Well, I'll
no.
throw you one to see if you recognize it or not later, and you could.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah. So the two of you sign up, and she gives you both a number, and it's the same number. And she says like tomorrow you're to come in about uh 8 8:30 in the morning, and head to this room number.
hmm
no, oh yeah.
And there, if you will meet your a third companion. And I'll be clear, you're allowed to have more than 3 people. It's just 3 is the minimum.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
hmm
Time to recruit some NPCs. No.
Uh,
I mean, yeah, we could.
and
No.
she'll also give you basically a pass to go to like a nearby uh, I guess motel. Hotel's a little much in their case. Basically, where you're staying while you're here for waiting, and then tomorrow she basically will tell you that there will be a ceremony. You'll be given your Pokedex and stuff, and basic knowledge of what you need to know, or if you have any questions, someone will be there to answer them for you. So yeah, and then you guys are free to do whatever you want for the rest of the day. Meanwhile, on the other side of the stadium, uh, Brad, your caravan is coming in, and it looks like there's already another caravan here. It looks like their caravans are pulled by. Oh, what would be good for them? Some.
Yeah,
Trying to
looks
think.
like there's more people here.
Yeah, no, it looks like because like it's your caravan, and then another caravan looks like it's already arrived here. Uh,
Yeah.
I'll be clear. You don't see them even if your character knew what they are. You don't see them because you're on the opposite side of the stadium, where there's also kiosks located here too. I'm trying to think what would be a good thing for that. Probably is some type of. Not a lot of grass Pokemon that would work for this. Oh, there's actually a perfect grass Pokemon to be pulled by these. They're pulled by Go-Goats.
Okay.
So you get off, and everybody's heading up to. If you talk to that guy more, he said when you get off to go up to one of the kiosks and talk to them, say your new trainer just came in, blah blah, blah, and she'll give you. If you do that, she'll basically give you the same information I gave them, except for that since you are on your own, a new trainer on your own, have to be selected to put into someone else's group. That you aren't allowed to go off on your own and you can understand why now that you've experienced it because the weather is really bad sometimes.
Yeah. I had to go through a thunderstorm and a sandstorm to get here.
Well, you missed the sandstorm, but you
Oh,
still have to go through the thunderstorm though.
okay.
Yeah, she says that. Yes, that can happen. Um, Sometimes it's best to just go in groups and to make sure you can look out for each other. Uh, so yeah, you are also given a room number, and she tells you to come here about 8:30. Did I say 8 or 8:30? I don't remember. It was around there. Doesn't matter. Uh, and she gives you a place of where motel where you'll be staying, and you also are free to do whatever you want for the rest of the day. So, anyone want to do anything specific here?
Hmm.
Honestly, I would probably just go find a hotel room and make like set my stuff down, make
Well,
sure that I'm ready for tomorrow, and then just wander around the town a bit.
yeah. So you basically were given a place to stay while you're here for the ceremony and stuff.
Perfect.
Okay.
Um, yeah, Rio, you want to do anything? There is a contest hall here if you want to go check it out. Uh, I don't know how much your character would know about it, but this is where like the final contests take place. But you'd
This
also
town
know
is where the league is too, right?
this. You would also guys would also know this is where the Pokemon League and fighting the Elite Four is also taking place too.
Neat.
That's right.
Brad, you probably wouldn't know any of that being just new here.
Yeah. But I'm familiar with contests, so I guess I'll go check out the contest hall.
I'm going to. I don't know. I guess check out an appliance store to see if
That's
they've got
exactly what
coffee
I was gonna
machines.
send him. Uh, you're gonna sorry, what did you gonna do, Rio?
Oh, I think. Okay, so poffin is apparently a combination of the words poke and muffin, but they're apparently closer to cookies. Either way,
I never knew that.
I'm gonna go look to see if there's a portable oven so I can make my own. So I guess I'm going to an appliance
Um,
store.
how much poke do you have?
Didn't spend any.
Not even on Pokeballs or anything?
Nope.
All right.
That's the exact opposite of me. I have
How
zero.
much should I give you?
Zero.
1,000.
1,000?
Notably, 1,000 wasn't a lot, which is why I didn't spend any.
Uh, hmm.
This may or may not be legally obtained tinder.
There isn't a thing like a portable oven in this thing, is there?
There isn't a what?
There isn't like a.
No, of course not.
I didn't think so. 800 if you want to buy it.
Hmm, it's pretty up there.
I mean, it's a portable oven. What do you want from me?
I just love the fact that Poffin is short for Pokemon Muffin. I never realized that.
I oh,
Yeah, I'll go for it.
All right, you have a portable oven, which
Neat.
I'll say that you can probably make 7 poffins at a time.
Neat. That's an obscene amount of poffins, but anyway.
can you look
Notably,
up
at any
Complain,
given
just go with it.
food?
yeah, I mean, no, I'm not. It's not a complaint. It also doesn't matter because I don't have berries, so I couldn't even if I wanted to.
Nah, yeah.
Berries are also very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Notably, a singular Pokemon can only eat 5 poffins before they stop doing anything. Unless
Okay,
you're a
actually, yeah, that's
coordinator.
right. So that we'll just make it. No, let's make it 3 at a time then.
Makes little to no difference to me until we find a lot of berries.
Mm-hmm. But we'll say 3 at a time.
Hmm.
Because
Okay.
because you have to be able to carry it around with you, right? So
I mean, Rio is pretty strong, but yeah. Anyway, get
uh
that, strap it up with the rest of my like backpack, and head off to the hall.
mhm. So I mean, both of you arrive at this hall about the same time. You don't know each other, so if you run into each other, like whatever.
Mhm.
Uh, Brad, what are you gonna do when you get here? It kind of looks like the hall is closed right now, though. Uh, Mostly
Oh,
because they're probably getting stuff ready for tomorrow, since apparently it's supposed to be a big event or whatever.
Is that coordinator noises?
Okay. Well, I guess oh, what time is it during the day?
It's like 5, 6 p.m.
Oh, so I'll go and ask someone if there's any contests coming up this evening.
Uh, you just ask someone like, "Oh, this contest hall is only meant for bigger events.
Oh,
Usually, there's a couple taken like through holidays and stuff. Uh, the one at the end of the trainer challenge is supposed to be a big spectacle. If you want to come for that,
well,
which they don't know when that is if you ask them that.
okay. Like I'm not interested in entering a contest. I just was
Want I just wanted to
wanting to
watch one.
see if there was one I
Yeah,
could go
there's not really going any around in this
for
town. Much
entertainment.
much like the big stadium, this is probably like 2 times the size of a normal contest hall.
Okay.
Probably because the from what you can gather, it's probably because of during after at the end of the trainer challenges, there's lots of coordinators, so they want to try and have as many as they can to try and get like finals and stuff done faster.
Okay.
So they probably, from what they tell you, they could probably have 2 to 3 contests running at the same time in this building.
Oh, okay.
Anything else?
So, and then if they have a room where, like,
You were given
a
basically a
big
place
room.
to go. You basically given room and board for the night. So you basically were given a motel room.
Okay.
So they gave you directions on where to go for that. If you want to
Yeah,
just head there for the day.
I'll just go to my room. Yeah.
All right. Uh, Rio, you basically come to the contest hall, and it's big, bigger than the one in Physical Town for sure. But it's looks like it's all dark right now. There's not any lights on or anything. Core, hello.
I'm sorry, what?
I said you come up to the the contest hall, and it's about 2 times the size of the one in Physical Town.
Neat.
And but it's all looks like it's all shut down right now. There's no lights on or anything.
Bummer.
I mean, there's lights on, but like it's for security and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
But
yeah.
no one's home.
Yeah, no
Rio
one's.
seems bummed. Lancelot comforts him and he sulks back to find his room.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what time you have to be? All of you have to be there by in your in this side room that you've been given in the Pokemon League stadium. Uh, what time do you guys get up about?
Buster's gonna try and keep to his normal schedule of getting up, pretty early.
Yeah, Rio gets up at 7.
All right. So
Oh, get up at 8.
you get up at 8, so you're gonna get up late and be possibly late.
Oh, I thought it was in the morning.
Yeah.
What time is it?
Yeah. No, I'm saying that you guys. There's nothing else for you guys to do. I'm going to the next day. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, what time in the morning was the thing again?
It's about. I said it. Well, let's just go 8:30, just cause convenience.
Yeah, 8 o'clock.
Yep. All right. So, Buster, you meet Rio at the stadium, and the two of you head into the entrance, and there's someone there to direct you to where your room is supposed to be and where you're supposed to wait. And
Oh.
you come into the room and you open it up, and it's because it's unlocked. And it's a rather well room. It's got like a couch in it. It's got like a table in it. It's got a small mini fridge in it, and it's got a basically a giant TV in it. And I say giant, but it's like a plasma TV in our case. Like it's a rather big TV.
I'm gonna immediately check the mini fridge.
Uh, there's no alcohol in it if that's what you're looking for.
No, no, that's not what I was looking for. I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
looking for
basically got
snacks.
like some. It's got water is the majority of it.
Okay.
Are we
Yeah,
all in the
grab a couple bottles, one for me and one for Domo.
Okay,
Yeah,
Rio,
I'll
what are you
hydrate.
gonna do?
same room?
Hydration is important.
All right.
Water.
And then about 10 minutes after you guys get here, it's about 8, 8:10, 8:15. Uh, another person walks into the room, and he looks like Kaz's character Brad. And Brad, you see a rather old-looking man with a Riolu on his shoulders, and a guy who kind of looks like a martial artist. And do you have your Oshawott out too?
Yeah.
Okay, Brad, do you have your Litten out, or is he still in his ball?
Yeah, my Litten's out.
Yeah, you see him coming, and he's got a Litten at his side.
Cool. Lancelot immediately scutters to hide behind Rio.
His name is Tiger.
Rio says, "Oh, I guess you're the."
Hey, how's it going? Are you in this room too?
You're the new
Uh,
Is that
guy?
how that works?
You have all have the three of you all have a room number basically on a
Yeah.
piece of paper. So if you all show each other the same room, it'll say the same room number on the paper.
Yeah, the trick.
Oh,
that
hey,
tracks.
look at that. Cool. Nice to meet you. Name's Buster.
Hi,
Rio.
I'm Brad.
Ryoku.
Nice to meet you, Brad. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I'm new to this place.
Yeah, I mean, or I think both of us. Neither of us have really done the whole trainer thing before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. It's something I've been wanting to do ever since I was a little kid.
Okay, it's at this point. Uh, I want you guys to explain to stream and YouTube for later, what each of your characters are, and let's go Ryoku. What's your class, and give a general idea what you can do.
Ryoku is a Pokemon coordinator. He doesn't really like battles, so rather than battling, he trains Pokemon to get ready for effectively pageants, in which they show off their cool or cute, beautiful, smart, or tough moves to earn points from the judges. Ryo is more adept at doing so than most people are.
All right, Buster, give a general thing on what your character does.
Yeah, so I am currently an ace trainer, so that I can go into a fighting type specialist. Because Buster just likes fighting types. They're fun. They're full of pluck and moxie and energy, and
So
that
much
just makes
bigger.
him happy. And he, like I mentioned earlier, was a construction foreman for a long time and never got to do the whole trainer thing, and was like, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and do this. Took sort of a leave of absence from his job, and now he's here to hit the road and have some fun.
All right, and finally, Brad.
Okay, I grew up in Hoenn, Lava Ridge town, so I just moved to uh, this region just because I wanted to. I'm at the legal age to start adventuring on my own. So,
Actually, I didn't ask you. How old did you make Brad, by the way?
oh, I didn't pick an age.
Okay, well, he has to at least be 16.
Okay, I'll say 17.
All right. So basically, all of that was in character. Not like your class specifics, but like your backgrounds and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And I like fire types.
Uh, as you guys are conversing, uh, without you guys touching it at all, the TV comes on.
Oh,
weird.
is that
What does that mean?
one of them Rotom things in there? I've seen those before. They mess with appliances. Do we need to call somebody?
Oh, what?
Uh, and on the TV, it says Pokemon League Divisional, stand by. And it's got like a countdown of like 15 seconds, we'll say. And
That
when
ain't
the
gonna work
15
well.
seconds run out, the screen goes black.
I go over and jump on the couch and sit.
Do you guys think this thing's busted, or do we just watch it?
Uh,
And
I don't
then
know.
and then you guys hear a voice coming from the TV. It says, and it's a man's voice, and he says, and I'm gonna actually open up my GM things because I have a thing written down for this. I shouldn't just be messing around with it. Uh, is that it? I'm just making sure there's not more to this. Okay. Um, blah blah blah. Did all that. You
He says
basically
blah
did
blah
that.
blah. Wow, that's really informal.
No, sorry. Hold on. I'm reading things I've written down. Yeah, I give in the questionnaire, which is basically kind of
And
went over, but whatever.
and my Litten jumps on my lap and I'm petting him
Um,
while
Fair.
sitting on the couch.
so, on the screen, there's a little bit of lighting that you can see. You can point out that there are four figures sitting on like what looks like a small dais, and they're all sitting in chairs that are taller than they are. Like the back is taller than they are.
Ooh, that's awful fancy.
Um,
Dramatic.
and one of them stands up and walks towards the front of the dais. You can't see his face or anything because it's still kind of dark. Shut up, phone. Uh, my phone went off. What's it saying? Oh, it's just freaking games telling me like things are done. But Yes, so this man says, "Hello, new trainers. Let us be the first to welcome you to your new jether, whether it be for research, challenging gyms, or exploring new horizons." And then a spotlight uh, appears over him, and Brad, you won't know who this is because you're not from here, but the other two would kind of know who this is. This is the current champion of the region.
Who's
Um,
that?
he's
Yeah, what's his
also
name?
he's also one of the elite fours, but he's also the champion at the same time. Just cause.
No, yeah, like balance.
Um, who did I give a name to him yet? I think that's one of the things I forgot to do. Yeah, I gave all the gym leaders names. I have not given the elite forms because you weren't going to be finding them anytime soon. Uh, so that'll come later. We'll worry about that later. Um, and he begins to speak while the spotlight is over him again. Now, most of you who live on Divisional might already know how the Pokemon League here works, but let me explain for those off-islanders. Uh, on Divisional, to enter the Pokemon League, you are not restricted by just obtaining gym badges. Any new trainer who's proven their worth over the worth after a year, sorry, I can't speak, has the right to enter the Pokemon League if they so wish to. The winner of the Pokemon League has the right to challenge us, and while the other three individuals stand up and spotlights appear over them. Uh, one is a more elderly-looking woman who's like dressed in all white. Uh, one is a guy that kind of looks like he's a samurai, like he's in like looks like he's in full armor.
Nice.
Interesting choice.
And the other one looks to be in like some kind of ranger gear. Like he's not a Pokemon ranger, but he like looked like he's in like camo basically.
Okay.
Also
I
interesting.
totally also didn't make those up on the spot, but I actually didn't, so shut up. Uh,
Sure.
uh, and then when the spotlight comes onto them and they've standed up, he'll continue. Says, while the new trainers are traveling, you more seasoned traders will be pitted against each other. Once a week, you'll be given opponents, and blah blah blah. He basically goes on about stuff that doesn't matter to you guys because you're not old trainers. So basically, what's happening is they kind of basically go over how the Pokemon League works, but I'll kind of explain it more in detail. So it doesn't matter if you're being a contest member or if you want to just do a bunch of research or whatever on Pokemon, as long as you prove that you've done something you've accomplished something over the year, which I don't know if I'll actually make it a year. That's just what was my bar was because I didn't want to make it too long, but I didn't want to make it too short either. I don't know how long it's going to take you guys to travel around the map, especially when you get traveling Pokemon. That was a thing I had to worry about. That was because I when I first made the map, I did the math. If you all had traveling Pokemon like Rapidash, you could basically go throughout the whole map. Is say like you stayed in like town for like a couple days or whatever. You could probably get through every town in under like 7 months.
Okay.
But I've had to change some stuff around. Hopefully it works. We'll find out. Like I said, this is the first time I've had to do something like this, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But
We'll
anyways,
roll
yeah.
with
So
it.
what I'm saying is, so obviously getting gym badges is one way that you can participate in the Pokemon League and attempt to fight the Elite Four. But in your case, Rio, you could do your contest stuff and still participate in the Pokemon League if you wanted to.
Sounds like a plan.
Just it says if you have enough ribbons, contest ribbons and stuff, or you've done something of note, you can enter the
So he
Pokemon
would
League. No
do
problem.
like a contest
Yeah, you
league.
basically what you
Right.
have to show proof that you've done something during the year.
I'll think about it. The Elite Four, that is.
But
Versus
he
the
wouldn't he
East.
wouldn't be getting in like, like the league fights. He would be in like a league contest sort of thing, is that right?
No, if you want to enter, so the contest stuff he can do on his own, or if he wants to, he can enter into the league. Like they're not separate.
Okay.
You can do both if you want to. Like that's what I'm so like if you guys wanted to do contest stuff too, you could go ahead and do it. You just wouldn't be able to do the big contest thing cuz it's not directly tied to the Pokemon League.
Okay.
You'd have to have actually some ribbons to enter into the big contest at the end of the year.
Okay, so it's kind of a separate thing
Yeah.
in a way.
In a
Okay,
way.
got it.
Um
Anyway,
so yeah, as he's going on, you guys can turn off the TV if you want because really he's basically goes on about how like the more experienced trainers are gonna be entering into the league. Basically, what sounds like that they're doing for the trainers who've already been through the challenge once is that they can uh, do like a round robin type thing where the person who has won the people who have won like more battles than others will be able to enter into the Pokemon League, and
Yeah, it's
it'll
like a
be
bracket.
it's like a Pokemon League, but it's like a separate Pokemon League, uh,
Oh, okay.
because they're more experienced than you guys are.
Makes sense.
Like,
So let me put it to you. It's like they're like
Pink.
silver and you're bronze right now.
Sure. And like the Elite Four is gold
Yeah,
by that metaphor.
yeah. So the new trainers, the only way they can challenge the Elite Four is if they win their league completely.
Okay, makes
Uh,
sense.
and like kind of mentions it a little bit, but you kind of some of you might lose interest. But he kind of explains like the top like 10 or no, let's not like a top 10. Let's say top 5 can challenge the Elite Four.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like Buster would probably watch the whole thing because he just wants to like learn as much about this as he
Um,
can.
so
also grab
That's not saying you like I expect you to come up with like the whole however long it
no,
is or
I'm not
whatever.
making that long thing. That's why I didn't bother. I just wanted to explain like some stuff for like you guys specifically since you're new trainers.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some lore stuff for the audience and YouTube. Um, so people will know because I have this written down. Um, as far as I mean, Brad wouldn't know, but the Buster and maybe Rio might know that there's only ever been 2 champions in Divisional's history,
Oh.
which is the current holder, which is more recent. He's been champion probably for like 4 years now. And the previous champion, who after losing to the current one, kind of vanished, and no one knows what's happened to him.
What is he, red? Jeez.
Yeah, he went to go to a non-existent mountain on the island, and he's just gonna stand there for the rest of his life.
Ed.
What was it gonna
Um,
say? You know, Rio is aware.
um, yeah, that's really the only thing I need to talk about. So after you guys have continued watching this thing, someone comes into your room, and it is a a staff member of the league, basically. And she looks in and is like, she looks at a note and just like, uh, Buster, Rio, and Brad, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, just a second. And she kind of turns around and grabs a small box, and she gives one to each of you. And when you open it, there's 2 things of note in here. First, there is 2 Pokeballs in here,
Neat.
and your Pokedex.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, Pokeballs. Hell yeah.
She says, now, do any of you, there's some things you'll need to know before you can actually set out on a journey. There's a small test that you guys have to go through.
Mm-hmm.
Like answering questions and stuff, because that ain't my strong.
is not
suit.
my strong
He said
suit.
scratching his head.
Rio says it in sync.
Oh no, nothing. It's basic. It's basic Pokemon knowledge and island knowledge, so you
Oh,
should be
oh,
fine.
all right.
You don't have to get
Alright,
any
yeah.
specific.
Excellent.
You won't have to get anything specific on it. It's just what we know that you know about uh, the island and its inhabitants and stuff.
Do I
Yeah,
have
what about this kid here? And I'll point at Brad. He's new to the island. Like, how's
yeah.
he gonna do this
Oh,
stuff?
we have a specific one just for him. You two are from the island, though.
Oh, okay. So got it.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know anything about this place.
Basically, what happens? I'm gonna say this out of things. Basically, what happens is a montage of stuff that happens, which is why you have the number of Pokemon in your Pokedex and what your Pokemon are that level.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So for the stream, I gave everybody a their Pokemon started out with what level 8, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh,
Certainly not a high level.
and I gave them a choice from the region that they're from. Uh, your case, Brad, I made it for summer because that's where you're coming in from, and also
Okay.
that's where Lytton it normally comes from, anyways. Uh, they have a specific Pokemon in their Pokedex so that they have an easier chance to get class levels up later on. And I'll explain later about how I've changed some homebrew stuff, but we'll get worry about that later. So basically, after all everything is said and done, you're free to go wherever you want as your group.
All right. Well,
All
I
right,
guess
cool.
Okay.
first and foremost, I need to figure out when the nearest and soonest contest is.
So there is usually a contest in every town at least once or twice a week.
Jesus Christ. That's crazy
There,
often. All
there is
right.
a lot of people. You would be surprised at how big this island is. There is a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. That's still really wow. Okay.
So no matter
I
which
mean, if you
town,
think
no matter
about it,
which
like, pretty good,
town or
you
city
can
you
take
go
a
to,
contest with anyone.
except for Neutrella, no matter which town or city you go to, there will most likely be a contest either when you get there or maybe like a few days after.
all right. Well, I'm not dressed for winter weather, so let's not go there.
Uh, if you have any questions for this person who is in here, by the way, you're free to ask them.
Nope.
Is there like an order we're supposed to do things in?
Nope.
Like if I wanna fight the gyms and stuff, am I supposed to go to a specific one or anything?
There is no specific order.
All
Okay,
right.
cool. So will they just like change what they use based on like us or something, or how's that work?
Uh, I mean, you would know in your backstory, but you don't actually know this now.
Right.
But
That's
she'll tell you that each gym leader uh, has been given Pokemon by the league to basically what depending on what skill level the trainer is, they will use those Pokemon. So like depend in your cases, Brad and Buster, depending on how many gym badges you have will depend on how tough the challenge is.
Interesting.
all right. That makes
Uh,
sense.
do I happen to know? Actually, God, what is the contest situation here? Do they do type contests? Do they do the random ones? What's happening here?
You mean the alternate ones that are in the rules?
Yeah, because the
Uh,
normal type of contest is like it'd be a cool contest or cute contest, etc. But there's a lot of others, and I'm not sure what the
okay.
norm is
Well,
here.
so I'm gonna bring this up now because this will depend on where I guess might depend on where you want to go. So I made it so that each contest is a what I'm gonna call a dual contest. So each contest you can use two different types of things, so like smart and beauty or tough and smart and stuff like that. So each town will have like two types of contest moves that you can use during a contest.
Th- there's no restriction on that. It's types or some types of moves are opposed to each other. I.e., if you are in a cute contest, it
No,
means something that
so
is
what I'm
tough.
saying is that
An issue.
in each town there's two contest types you can go to. So you can either go into a smart one or you can go into a booty one,
Oh, I see.
depending on which town you're at.
Interesting, interesting. All right.
So is there one that you're specifically looking for, and I can see if she
It
knows?
really just depends on training on the way there and whether or not we find any Pokeberries. The main thing is my first Pokemon is intended to be I believe the intent is for him to be a cool, specialized Pokemon, but he doesn't have any cool moves currently, just cute because baby Pokemon moves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Then Brad and Buster, is there anything that you want to look for in a gym then?
Uh, no, no, I'm gonna just go with the flow. I figure I'll go along with whatever you kids want to do.
Brad?
Rio
We'll make
wants
it
to be
work.
precisely nowhere near physical town.
Well, just if as long as I can win, I'm good.
All right, y'all want
Well,
to roll like a
I
D8 then?
like your style.
well,
As
so I
long
think
as I
I
have
think
a
I
good
should note,
defense.
if you are going to want to go into the winter town, they will
Mhm.
supply you with winter gear. Like you don't have to
Neat.
buy that. Like
I'm
they're
gonna roll.
like on eat like for specifically for the winter town at the border of Neutrella and the winter zone. There is a basically a post where they supply trainers going into the winter zone with winter gear if they don't have any. But you have to bring them back to the post after you're done in the winter. You can't just take them. You're basically renting
Right.
them.
That makes
Interesting.
sense.
Let's see.
Okay.
Lightning Resort and Lanter Port City appear to be the farthest away from the center. So I think starting at Lightning Resort, it'd be easiest to wrap around clockwise.
I'm
Yeah,
from
I mean, we could also like just looking at the map. We got Vocal and Oasis on the way to Lightning. We could hit those and then maybe like
Yeah,
take a
we could hit
boat
those on the
down to
way.
Nashville or something.
I
Yeah.
came from Lightning Resort City,
So let's see.
so
All right. In that case, I'm gonna put your token down so that you can move it. If I can find it, I'm in the wrong thing. And boop.
I like that we still have the little everybody's face token going
Yeah.
on.
Hey, when did I change off
Uh,
of being as Rio? Oh yeah, I guess notable features about Rio is the
ask
fact that he
more.
is wearing a martial arts uniform. He has several random scars and wears an eye patch, which is all pretty abnormal stuff for a 17-year-old, I suppose.
wait, he has an eye patch?
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely would have been a point of concern for me.
He
Seeing
does
a
have an
17-year-old kid seemingly missing an eye would be a big red flag for
Mm-hmm.
me.
Yeah, I mean, he's also, covered in various scars, which are
Yeah,
visually
okay,
apparent since
that's
he's wearing martial arts outfit.
all right. Yeah, well, I mean, you guys want to just
Let's head to Vocal then?
does Vocal Town sound like a plan and just work our way up?
Yeah.
All right. Traveling handout, please. Okay, let's see. So, since you guys don't have any means of travel and you're going just walking,
Yep.
um,
Do we have to? Should we buy food? Is that a thing we have to
I'm
worry
not
about?
gonna worry about things like food or anything like that. I'm just going to assume that you have it, cause you are
Okay.
not dumb. Uh,
My stats beg to differ.
Do you
why?
guys have your Pokemon?
Okay, I'm assuming that your other two companions aren't dumb.
Uh,
So, traveling through a hex takes about 5 hours for a normal person.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Uh, uh, I don't know. These three hexes are basically where Neutrella is. In these three right here. So you'll be exiting from there.
Yeah. So
Uh,
that's going to be about a 20-hour trip.
So everybody else can see this, but for the stream, these things in here are special, and we'll worry about that when you travel through them.
Yeah, that
These
tracks.
the four north, south, east, and west there. Those are basically like weather borders. They're not like Neutrella, but we'll get to them depending on how you guys want to travel. I want to specifically see how long does it take for you guys to get to random encounters.
Let's
Are we
see.
going to vocal
All right.
count?
Do you guys want to pass through that weather border, or do you want to avoid it?
I mean,
Um,
I guess I could actually explain it. Brad, again, you won't know because you're not from this. But the two of you do know that the north, south, east, and west of Neutrella, there's these strips of land that can be weather from either season that it's bordering.
Makes
that
sense.
makes sense. It's not like like the weather is
So
clashing and
yeah,
tornadoes
so
all
like
the time.
for example, let's say in I think on here in summer it's sunny out, right? And say that down in fall it's raining, right?
Mm-hmm.
The strip of land can be either or.
Yep,
All right.
that
Let's
makes
go.
sense.
So
Okay.
let me just see what random encounters are. Um,
Well, unless you guys wanted to encounter some Pokemon from down here in Fall Town, I guess there's no reason to pass through it. Yeah, I think seeing more Pokemon would be interesting. I think we should pass through.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
all right.
Yeah. I want to see new kinds of Pokemon.
I need to see. Yeah, this might need to be. Yeah, okay. I have this set to every 3, but hold on, I'm gonna change this. I'm just adding some things to my GM notes. Don't worry.
So did we?
I mean, that's always the cause for worry.
Did we all get an extra 2 Pokeballs?
You got an extra 2 Pokeballs, yeah.
Okay.
I'm definitely pleased by that.
I already got.
Only because Cora said he didn't buy any, but that's also only half the reason why. So
Yeah, I mean, I had, I
move
think,
your token
3.
1.
They're expensive.
Does anyone else have control of the token? Cause
No,
I
you don't, because I just put it down. That's why. Let me fix that. Controlled by
I'll be back
all
while you figure that out. I
players.
gotta use the restroom.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to roll me a D100?
Who rolled highest on the weather thing earlier?
Brad did.
Okay, D100.
Wow. Okay.
90.
This is
Nice.
how long have been we going? I'm just curious. Oh, this depending on how long this takes, it might be the end of the stream. So you guys get a random Pokemon encounter.
Okay.
All right. So you are still in Neutrella. So Buster and Rio, I'll let you two decide who wants to roll me this. You
I
are
think
in.
Corey said he needs to step away to the restroom.
Well, I'm
Probably
trying to
just being
find
your
where I
own
have
fault.
this written. I don't have these in order, and I feel bad because I should. Hold on. Let me just Control F. And U. Okay, hold on. I thought I did have a thing for this. Did I just maybe spell it wrong? I bet you just spelled it wrong. Winter, spring, around. I think it would be around here. Do I not? Do I have it somewhere else? That's probably it.
I'm also watching
Did it?
Canada versus
fucking-
US hockey game.
Ooh.
All
Who's
right.
winning? I'm gonna assume you guys are beating us.
Yeah,
All right. Fucking.
it didn't start yet.
had to someone else because it's not in my random encounters, which is weird. I bet you I did write it in, and then I just didn't save it. I hit exit out of set instead. You know what? Let's do this since I don't have it in here for whatever feckin' reason. Uh, Someone roll me a D2.
Language. Sorry, what was that?
Roll me a D2. Okay, we'll roll off of this table then. So, since you rolled that, Ria, roll me a D108.
108, huh?
Awesome. I love using weird numbers and dice.
18.
Let's see. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Do I have a thing for that? And we'll just use, since this is, we'll use this one, because that's what they're in. Oh, I just realized I don't have... That's right, I'll use your pictures for
I
right
just
now.
want to say I'm glad
Like I
that
said,
we're
I
all
am very
doing
unprepared.
experience.
I am so unprepared, but that's okay. I can...
Happens.
Uh,
Wait. Ah,
I'll say for right now, unless you guys want to have your Pokemon out or not.
I mean, I always have mine out.
Yeah, same. Like I said, my others will probably be in their balls most of the time, but Domon is special.
You don't...
Yeah, I'll have Tiger out as well.
I'm pretty
Alright.
sure Lancelot eventually becomes a rideable Pokemon, so.
Maybe.
Oh, dude, can you? That's awesome.
Yeah, but it's like swimming and stuff, though, right?
I mean, he's a freaking horse.
Yeah, he's like an otter horse thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Samurai horse otter.
Can I just pull off... Actually, no, let me look to see if we...
Able to ride it.
Someone roll me... let's see, there's 3 of you. Ew. Someone roll me a D5.
On it.
Alright, so you see 4 of them.
Okay.
They're
are
not
they?
really threatening you at all or anything. Like, they kind of somewhat ignore you, but so everyone can put, if they want to, put them into their Pokedex.
What are they?
I am looking to see if I have a token for it. I did read what it was, right? Yeah. Like I said, this might take some time because I don't have every single... I don't have a thing for this. Alright, so you spot 4 cutie flies.
Oh, I love Cutifly.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean, that'd make a pretty good cute contest contestant.
I don't have the
Right?
Yeah.
In before you get one with a tough nature.
I would be furious.
Dude, though, like, can you imagine just having the world's swollest Rabombi come out on stage?
Okay,
Like,
here's the thing.
striking poses and stuff?
You
That
can
would
totally
be
just
amazing.
ignore their natures. It's just really hard to boost stats and other things comparatively.
Buffy.
I have to save the image first before I can frickin' paste it into the token thing.
The main issue is like also the base relation of the Pokemon.
Yeah, because the nature alters that.
Yeah, like my freaking Samurot's base relation got shifted putting his special attack in first.
Okay.
What was it before that?
Let's see if I can
Attack like it should be.
Oh, yeah?
let's see if I can just take your token that you sent me, Core, for your guy, and see if I can put him from Discord. I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna find out if I can. It did not let me. Okay, you're gonna have to do some base stuff now. Okay. So much shit. There it is. This might take some time. This is gonna be the longest stuff that's gonna be happening. Just me
That's
getting
understandable.
Pokemon and stuff. Save it
So is
into my
there any
Pokemon.
better where we are right now?
Oh, I have a Rayombi token. I don't have a Cutie Fly token. That's why. I thought I had one of them. Okay, I'll drag you guys over so you can see where you're at right now. So this is just the random one. You're just walking down the road, basically.
Okay.
And then I
Now,
want to go to my library, I want to upload, and I want to grab...
I did send a token.
Yes, you did. I haven't made either of them into tokens yet. I'll have that fixed
They
by
are
next...
both already tokens.
No, I haven't made Brad's or
Ah,
Buster's tokens yet. So I'll have all your tokens ready by next time. I'll just...
Okay.
I will just paste them in randomly. Let's say they're up here. Why not?
Well, I'm gonna get my Pokedex ready.
Yeah.
How far do you have to be to do the Pokedex, by the way?
I'll check.
Yeah, someone look that up for me while I'm getting everything else. Let's see. Do I
Yeah.
have...
Let's see. 10 meters.
So 10 tiles. Oh, you're using feet. Okay. So we're just in range.
I don't have a Litten. I definitely have a Riolu, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I did, because if I don't, I'd be a little weird. Okay. You're dealing with this for right now.
Why?
I'll fix it. I'll fix it while we're doing other things.
You could literally just drag it from Discord.
I tried doing that and it didn't pop up at all.
Oh, you have to save the image first and then drag it, but still, anyway.
Yeah, I know. When you guys are fighting, I'll do that.
In any case, I'm not in control of it.
Yes, I know. Don't worry. See. There.
There's a good Riolu image if you need one. Just put it in Discord chat.
Is that?
I thought I had a Riolu one, but apparently I don't.
Oh, sorry, was I supposed to find a Litten?
Nah, it's fine. I can. If you want to find a special one for later, send me that. But for right now, I'll just find a basic one because I'm gonna probably need it for random encounter stuff, anyways.
Okay.
Those two are supposed to be in my tokens folder. Cut.
So what? So add these guys to your Pokedex somewhere on your character sheet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Your what's it called? Frick. 1 second. There's a section for it. Current Pokemon.
Yeah, I just in the current Pokemon one, I have a section for party owned and seen.
Yeah, I
That's
just
what I'm
marked them
doing.
seen versus caught. Anyway, I'm thinking about it. You think I should go for it? The capture, that is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do
I'll go see.
you want us to like help out, see if we can weaken them a little bit or anything?
Whoa, he's
Nah, I don't want to beat
gigantic.
them up. I'm just gonna go ask if they feel like being superstars.
Okay.
Grab a Litten.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's harder to catch them if you don't do that, though.
I mean, a Pokemon resists of its own accord. If it chooses to come with me, then it's not an issue.
All right, I respect it.
Yeah, they're kind of just floating around on like what looks to be like flowers, which it's not odd in this one specifically. Especially since you're technically still in Neutrella, but I, for some reason, don't have... Actually, do I have a... I wonder if I have one that's just in all of them, because that's what I would be rolling.
What if the words... First of all, let me put these in my tokens folder.
Because I have one for each near the towns, but I don't have one in Neutrella for some reason. Which you think would be the first thing I would have done.
Yeah, kinda.
Because that was like the first, like, okay, what kind of capital city, what can I name it and stuff like that? What Pokemon would be around it? That'd be the first thing I would have thought of.
I think you should have named it Charles.
Name the region, Charles.
No, just the town.
Oh,
That was the first dumb idea that came
Alright,
into my head.
could have a town.
There hasn't really been any need for
Sorry?
initiatives because they see you, but they're not really threatening or anything. They're harmless. I don't know what are cutie flies, like moth butterfly things. I don't know.
They're
Yeah, they're little
butterflies.
butterfly, like mosquitoes, maybe? Because they have like the mosquito nose thing, and they have like draining kiss and leech life are things they can learn. So
How strange. Anyway,
So yeah,
yeah,
what do you get
I
while I'm finishing this up? What are you guys gonna do?
I mean, I'm gonna approach, see what the sitch is. Maybe
All right.
roll
yeah.
soothe in case they get
I'm
riled
gonna.
up.
Also, should we be able to control our Pokemon?
You will in a second. I'm just getting his Litten in.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
It's probably gonna be gigantic too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go chat, or correction, just approach and roll soothe to try and not freak them out.
That's a thing you can do.
I
That's what
Oh
soothe is
yeah,
for,
look
yeah.
at that. Oh, I
Right.
had no idea.
Go ahead. They're kind of just floating around. Woo.
do we have to do initiative
That
or
bonus is incorrect.
You're not in
Interesting.
really any combat or anything. They're just kind
Oh,
of
not
non-threatening,
yet.
just floating around, not doing anything.
That's actually too higher. I don't know why it's incorrect.
Uh, okay.
Soothe is one of my skills.
Remind me what Soothe does, because like I don't know.
Soothe. Pokemon can often be upset when they're afraid, angry, worried, etc. Pokemon can come get through them when they're in need. Soothe is rolled against the Pokemon. It's effectively just to keep them calm and that kind of thing.
All right. Yeah, if you want to get closer, you can. They just kind of just float around.
Cool. Yeah.
Uh, the one that
I'm just
nearest
gonna
to you just
let
kind
that
of looks
back
at you and just uh yeah, just kind of looks at you. What you
Yeah.
doing?
Let's see. I mean, Lancelot wants to play with it.
He
Uh,
breaks out the shotgun.
Play in what way?
Hmm?
Play in what way?
in the
He
seashell?
just kind of approaches and reaches out to see if he can poke it.
All right.
Step.
When he reaches out to poke at it, it takes one of its hands, I guess that's what it has, and just kind of like touches. Actually, how big is a
Cutiefly
real?
are incredibly small.
Yeah, they're like a couple inches across, maybe.
How
Cutiefly, according to Bulbapedia, are 4 inches tall.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I don't know how the fuck do you spell it?
It's Cutiefly. It is spelled how it sounds.
Why is it not showing up in the Pokedex?
Yeah, 4 inches tall and 4/10 of a pound.
They're incredibly small. Anyway. Oh, let me make sure I put that in my dang dex.
Yeah,
Who's
so it
freaking-
kind of just it kind of reaches out, and then the cutie fly just kind of touches Oshawott back.
Alright. Time for a game of tag. I mean, Lance will attempt to convey tag as well as he can.
I mean, Pokemon can talk with each other fine.
Correct. I mean, he'll also act to invite the friends. Tag is a lot more fun with more than 2 people.
Also, from what I'm reading, your Oshawott should actually be like that. Oh, except it didn't work. Hold on. Like that.
Like that. Yeah, that's why the token I made for Oshawott is very small.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean, roll 20
real-
won't apply that, and I'm sure Cutie Fly.
It does. Like I said, the tokens I made are very
Anyways,
accurate.
so yeah, it's kind of like that, more or less. All right. Sure. They start playing tag, I guess. Who wants to be it? Who does Lancelot want to be it first?
Well, You already
What?
tagged this one, so them, of course.
All right. Um, what's a cutie's fly's land or fly speed? I guess they would have.
Yeah, they do have a
Buster's
fly.
just kind of off to the side watching this, like, huh? Wouldn't have thought of that.
Just trying to have a conversation with some fly.
Yeah, just walk up and
Uh,
play tag.
they're
Wouldn't have thought of that.
They're very docile Pokemon. I don't know what you want, man.
No, like this is a good thing. He's just like, huh?
How far are you guys away?
Currently it looks like 10 meters.
Oh,
No, 6
why is it? Hold on, I have a better way.
or 30 feet. That's not an accurate measurement, but the difference changes between feet and meters, whether you're using
Yeah,
whichever.
I'm gonna
Flies are-
take a couple.
They're bugging. They're bugging fairy, right?
Yeah, they're
Yes.
fairy bug type. Cutiefly just might not be. They might not have been a thing when because they're Gen 7 Pokemon. They just might not have been a thing when the Pokedex came out.
No, the Pokedex that we have goes through Sun and Moon.
Oh, really? 1 second.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find them.
It would probably depend on which they are first. They would be under two-stage families. I don't
Cutiefly is their
remember.
first stage. They evolve into Ribombee.
Right. I mean, is it okay? It is bug then fairy, so it would be under two-stage bug type. So,
First
It's
Pokemon.
also accurate enough to say that just not all Pokemon are in it, even up to the thing. But nope, Cutiefly, 537.
537.
They're, huh? Surprisingly, they're not that fast. Yeah, no, yeah, Cutiefly number 537.
Oh, 537, like the actual number. Oh, that's why, because there's an I in there.
Yeah, it's Cutie. Fly.
Spelling it wrong is why. Okay. All right.
and Tiger sees what you guys are doing and he wants
Yeah.
to go and play.
We've been
Once
traveling a couple hours. Do you guys want to sit down and eat?
once Lancelot starts playing with this one, the other ones will start to join in as well.
Heck yeah.
yeah, I'm just gonna turn to Domo and like, you want to join in, bud? And he, yeah, I mean, I feel like he probably would. He's a fairly cheerful little guy. So yeah, I'll just sort of sit down off to the side and let him go play too.
Sandwich time. Ryoku sits down for a sandwich.
All right.
I'm good with that.
So they do it for like an hour or so.
All right.
What are you gonna do now?
I
More
mean,
sandwiches.
let's see. Gosh, I'm not sure if Cutiefly have a high enough intelligence to understand human speech, so I guess Lancelot could explain it. I don't
Okay.
know what Cutiefly's intelligence stat is, so I'll ignore that for now and say then, what is the words I'm looking for? Oh. Lancelot will explain the basis of, hey, would you like to be a, contest star? If the answer is no, that's fine. Riku will also
Is this
offer
is
me
this
a
the
bit of free
one that
Beyond
you soothed?
Yeah,
I assume.
the initial one.
All right. Roll me a d20.
Sure.
Wow.
I mean, I was gonna give you a bonus since you soothed it, so I was like, she's like, yeah, sure, why not?
All
You're
right.
just nailing it.
All right, you capture. I'm not gonna have you worry about
Yeah.
capture rolling.
Yeah,
You capture it
Ryoku
without
will
any
open the
issue
ball
because
and- yeah.
Wow.
I think you soothing it and stuff and accepting it's probably more than what the capture rate would be anyways.
Correct. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, no. I will inform it which way we're going to be heading, and that we'll be passing back through here, so it can, if it's not feeling it, leave. Stuff.
All right.
And then we will sit down to finish our meal.
All right. So here's what I'm gonna do for you since you've captured this thing now.
Changing Cutiefly status from seen to caught.
I need to make sure I am doing my random encounters correctly, which I probably don't have written down. I don't. So. That's for evolution Pokemon. Uh, you know what? We'll just say it's also level 8.
Oh, I feel like this. Yeah, that's a reasonable enough level.
Huh,
So it would know up to Stun Spore, basically.
Hmm.
nice.
I
Let's
don't.
see.
I
Species
did.
Cutifly. Now we'll have to think of a name for it while we continue walking.
Okay, so a couple of things I want you to do for me, since you've caught this. Is anyone else
Mhm.
going to attempt to capture any of the other cutie flies? Or are you fine with just registering it?
Yeah, like Buster, like I said, wouldn't have thought of like, yeah, just play some games and talk to it. So he's like, all right, I want to try this too. And like walks up slowly, and
All
just
right,
like
roll me a sooth check like he did.
that would be a 1d20.
At
You
least
It'd be
you're
like,
not.
hey, little bugs, do you want to oh, input value, miscellaneous skill bonus.
You have to
What?
put 0 in it.
Just put a 0 on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
sure, I'll
rolled
play with
20
you.
broken tonight? What the hell?
Real 20, just like, yeah, these are some really personable Cutifly.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, little cutie fly friends, you wanna come along with me and my buddy too? We're not gonna be doing the fancy contest stuff like him. We're gonna be like challenging other people and trying to grow and get stronger. So if you're into that, then cool. And if not, I get it. And he just sort of turns to Rio and like does like a shoulder thing, like, am I doing it right?
Rio gives you a thumbs up like he's watching his dad use a computer for the first time.
Um, Brad, what are you gonna do?
So I'm gonna,
Are you also gonna do the same thing?
well, yeah, I'm gonna get closer to have a look at them,
All right.
but they don't interest me that much, so
You're just
wanna
gonna
go,
watch.
Mhm.
I'll go watch, yeah.
Um.
I
Okay.
already recorded it in my Pokedex.
Uh. Okay, Buster. Roll a capture check, I guess.
Okay,
If
so how do I roll a capture check? I am not entirely
See,
clear on
I believe normal Pokeballs unfortunately have a penalty to them because they
that.
suck.
Yeah, so that
so,
part I do know.
you have to roll a D100, I believe,
Okay,
and
I'm scrolling up to
you
where
want to get
Pokeballs are.
below, their capture rate.
Okay.
And I will give you a bonus. How much does a Pokeball give for a negative
5, I think.
5?
I'm
Okay.
trying to
I will
find
say
where.
since you have super suited because you rolled a 20,
Yeah, no, so many
um,
nat 20s.
you'll have
Yeah, like
we'll say
3 in a
you
row.
have a -5 because you rolled a nat
Okay,
20
yeah.
on the suit check.
Basic ball is plus 15. So, okay. So it would be roll 1d100 plus 10 in that case?
No, it'd be minus. Uh, just roll it. No, it'd be a -5 because
Okay.
you want to get low. You don't want to get high.
Right, but the Pokeball, the regular Pokeball gives plus 15 normally.
Oh, plus
Oh, it's plus
15.
15? Jeez.
Yeah, Great Ball is plus 5.
Uh,
Oh.
unfortunately, um,
Yeah, I rolled really high anyway.
yeah, you attempt to like just bonk it. It comes and goes to the Pokeball, and then it comes out of the Pokeball later. Now, here's something I want to know, and I want your input on this, Core. Using Pokeballs and you fail capturing them, it gets rid of the Pokeball, right?
That,
To me, that
it
doesn't make any
depends.
sense, because it's not damaged or anything,
Well,
right?
yeah, so the implication for it depends from game to game. Some of the games, yeah, your Pokeball breaks. And the implication there is that either the Pokeball is not of good quality or the Pokemon puts up enough of a struggle that they break it from the inside out.
Okay.
Um, I mean, it wasn't really struggling that hard. Um, I'll say for this situation, since you're not really trying to forcefully capture it, you still catch your Pokeball.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, yeah, I'll
so
tap
now
it.
that it kind of like fails capturing because it's just kind of confused. Um, it looks to Ryolu and then looks to you, and it kind of looks like it just wants to maybe fight you instead.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if it's makes sense. If he wants to be a what's the word? Part of a winning Pokemon team, it makes sense that you want to fight too.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to fight, I'm happy to do that, little buddy.
And if it's a fight you
Ryoku's
want,
like, I
then
think he wants you to prove
I'll
prove your
join
worth.
you.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All
Works
right.
for me.
I'm just going to move everybody just out of the way for this. I'll put you back here instead. Here. All right. Um.
And I still can't control Domon for the record.
Okay. I will fix that right now. Controlled by Buster. Um. I can't do. Yeah, I can't make it its token thing. I'll make a sub screen where you have each of your Pokemon that you're allowing
Hmm.
for later, so you can keep track of like their HP and
There we
stuff
go.
on that sheet or on that page. But for right now, it's just keep track of what you have for things. Okay, now first combat. That's a whole thing on its own. And I'm forgetting how initiative works in this. We're all learning.
Sorry.
Probably based on your speed stat. Outside
Yeah, I
of
don't
that,
think
I
it's a
have
roll. I
no
think
idea.
it's just speed stat.
Yeah, it's whoever's the fastest.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense. So what's your lose speed?
Real loose speed is 7. Mine as a trainer is 10 if I'm involved in this, because
Okay.
I do know how to fight as well.
I just need to quickly look at Brad. I'm just gonna look at your character sheet real quick. I just need to
Hmm.
make sure I'm doing this right. Um, you know what? Since you're trying to fight this one, Buster, roll me thing for its nature. And I've decided because it's kind of pointless to have like a bunch of like neutral things that don't neutral
Yeah,
ones that don't really do anything.
it's a
Uh,
D35 by the way. For nature.
so how many? I said 35, right? And there's how many neutral?
There- Oh, that's a good question. Actually, I didn't check.
How many neutral
I
natures
think
there
there's
are?
6. I think there's one per thing.
57.
Oh, right. I'm gonna roll a D2 for gender and a D. Wait, is it? Are they even on gender actually? Yeah, 50-50 on gender.
Okay,
One is
so
male.
yeah, both of you roll me a
No.
D32.
D32. Okay.
We'll worry about yours.
D32.
All
Rolling
right,
a D3
that's
for
just for me so I know what
ability.
their thing is, so I can add it to their stats.
Yeah.
Um. All right. So what's your speed?
So Riolu's speed is 7 and my speed is 10.
All right. Uh. Oh, I guess I'll add you because I guess you can do things too. Just remember that he wants to fight your Riolu. He doesn't want to fight you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, in that case I'll stay out of the
You just punch the key to fly.
I mean, I have the ability to.
Yeah. Don't forget to apply yeah.
Step on
The
it.
stats are.
Well,
I believe the recommendation is that you just spread them out based on
yeah,
their levels
yeah,
when
I
you
know.
fly out.
Basically, just spread out. I know. I already know what I'm doing for that. I'm well aware.
Cool.
What was your Riolu speed? Sorry, I missed it.
7.
7. I mean, you can still do other things on your turn. It is slightly
Okay.
faster than you, though.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise
I
me.
think I need
what
to
it
look at
does,
the
what it
natures
does.
again. What did you roll? A 30?
Yes.
Yeah, it is slightly faster than you. Oh, it lowers that. Okay, huh? So let me be clear. I say it's slightly faster. It's as fast as you are as a trainer, by the way.
Okay.
So it has a 10 speed. So I'll just let your guy go first, and we'll just do it like this. So, what
Okay.
do you as a trainer want to do, if anything?
Um.
Unless you've got
Let me
something
see. Let me double
special.
check. What skills do I have?
Uh,
I had.
you get a point. You get a point for each level, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
including first, strangely enough.
Wait, for skills?
No for stats.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Does it say to do the lowest two or the highest two? I forget.
It's what do you mean?
Well, does it say to allocate them, like if you have uneven number, to allocate them?
Oh, it's you go in base relation order, so highest first.
Okay. So, all right. So that means
Yeah.
that
So
would be
like with my
one, two.
Riolu, its attack is its highest
So that would be
base stat,
two,
so it
and that would
always
be two,
has
and
to
the
have
rest would be
attack
one. Okay.
higher than any.
Right. Yeah. So if you can't do anything, you want me to just go to the cutie fly's turn then?
Yeah. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
like
they're
just pat Domon on the shoulder to be like, all right, bud, you
you
got
get him,
this.
Tiger.
All right. Now
Exactly.
here's the part where I have to look up all the attacks.
Luckily, the
Uh-huh.
moves it knows at 8 are very basic.
Yeah. That's not in the GM guide. That's in the frickin'. Is that in the player's handbook or is that in? I'm pretty sure it's in the player's handbook, right?
They're
Attack
in
the
the player's
player's
handbook.
handbook. Yeah, they're like right at the end.
But luckily, I also happen to have to put these in, so once I've got them in, just
Okay.
press
Let's
those.
see.
It's like abilities, then attacks, then equipment, if that helps you find it.
See.
I'm gonna switch because I realized I should have did this. I should put these into squares and not.
Absorb, type, grass,
I'm gonna fix
stab.
this
Yeah,
right
like
now.
1 meter squares are probably what we want to use because most of the stuff in this game is
Oh
based
yeah,
on
you can just change it to
meters.
say meters. It's really not a big deal. That's a special attack, of course.
The hiccuping begins again.
Oh god, I
So
haven't hiccuped. It's
nostalgic.
been a very long time since I've hiccuped too. God dang
There
it.
we go.
Frequency at
It's
will.
apparently just D&D that does it to you.
Not even. I play a lot of D&D games.
Is
Uh,
only one cutie fly in battle right now?
Range.
don't worry.
Melee.
I have plans. You'll all still get experience, so don't worry.
Well, I think, yeah, because you didn't want to.
Leave people
You
out
didn't
of
want
fights
to
that if they
fight her,
don't get
right?
into the specifically into the fight, right?
I was
You just won't get as much.
But
Also, core.
Guys, were you wanting to fight but
what's up?
not catch one?
Actually, I'll apply this to everyone. If you capture a Pokemon, you will get the same experience as if though you've beaten it.
Okay.
Okay.
Making it
It's
like
like the
later
way to do
Pokemon, where if you
it.
catch
Okay.
Pokemon, you still get the experience for capturing it.
That's definitely the better way to do it.
As well when it comes to trainer levels, that's already accurate. I don't think there's a difference.
Okay,
Oh
so
wait, I guess
this
there
might
is.
be a bad turnout for you because you're weak to fairies. So
Yep.
To be
it
fair, it might
is
not know
going
that.
to use Fairy Wind against you
Yep.
Oh,
because it doesn't even have to move.
Type
Uh,
fairy, range 4. Yep, yep. 1d
it's
what?
that's
Oh my god, that's a d12.
I still have to roll d20s for this, I believe, and then I add its special attack, right?
Uh, yes. I forget.
I
Everybody's
have
learning.
an evasion bonus of 1 against special attacks, I think. Is what this says.
Meaning, yeah, which means that you raise the to hit number on the ability by 1, meaning Fairy Wind goes from being a 3 or a 2 to a 3, I believe. But I'll double check.
Yes, someone look up how the. I read the battle stuff, but I didn't know anything about the contest stuff, so I had to read that more in depth.
Yeah, and that's valid. Effect. Fairy Wind creates a column. Interesting.
Hmm.
Combat 3.
Interesting. Fairy Wind can hit multiple creatures. Anyway.
Cool. Well, he's not gonna hit the train; it's just hitting you. So.
Yeah, no, I just didn't. That's interesting.
Um.
6, 4. Wow, this thing is really fast, actually. Yeah.
Issue command.
4, 5,
I'm pretty sure it's a
6,
D20. I don't think it's like a.
8.
It's definitely not a D100.
Here. That should be an accurate
Oh,
one.
okay. So I would have needed to use the command action on my
It's
turn.
not plus anything, it looks like.
so that when it's Domon's turn, then I can give him a command.
Okay.
That fairy wind should be accurate to this one if they're both the same level, though I
Yeah,
haven't applied
they're all
any
the same
natures.
level because I'm not doing higher levels than you.
Mhm.
Not yet, at least.
AC is what they're aiming at. Numbers are usually pretty easy. It's just a flat d20.
Right.
And then your evasion applies to it. So in this case, it'd be your S attack evasion. But unless that's higher than 6, it hits.
Wow. Okay. That's a lot of. That would knock him out in one hit.
Tracks, you are weak to it.
That is exactly as much HP as he has.
26 is, or 52 is?
26, yeah.
Because it does 52 because you're weak.
Yeah.
Wow. How does it have +1, +8, +6? Am I calculating something wrong for my
It has
Ryoga?
okay. It has okay special attack, and more importantly, it's a stab move, so it adds its level.
Okay, I want to see, like, if I roll a quick attack.
Yeah, so the 8 is from it being stab, which, adds level to damage. And then the 1 is, 6 is because the move's base damage is +6.
Mhm.
The move base
Okay,
damage is d12 plus
so if
6.
I do like a quick attack, I have a +8 and a +6. So, okay, I just wanted to see if that
Wait, did you leave
surprised me
stab
that I
on?
was
Because
that
that move
high.
doesn't have stab on Riolu, because Riolu's not normal type.
No, it doesn't have stab. I put stab as off.
Okay. But no, yeah. Yeah, it's +1 from its attack modifier, or -1 actually, I think. No, +1.
Huh. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I wasn't entirely sure how that worked.
All right. So
Yeah,
your
no,
guy
Uber
goes
out.
down in one hit,
Okay.
That was
and
unexpected.
Yeah, I'm like already like, all right,
Wow,
bud, you can do this.
that's
And
an
like
impressive.
sort of
ro-
scoot him out, and then it just like
um.
blows the window from he falls. I'm like, okay, time out, time out to the
Yeah. So you can.
Yeah,
cutie.
So immediately when he goes unconscious, you basically retreat him back to the Pokemon. He's not dying,
yeah.
but he's just unconscious.
Wow,
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to my cutie pie like, wow, you and your friends are pretty impressive, huh?
Like, okay, yep. Hey guys, can we go back to town real quick?
Did you not buy any potions?
No.
There don't happen to be any. I guess I'll ask my cutifly since it lived here. There don't happen to be any berries near here, do there?
Um. Okay. For starters, I don't know what would be a check for that. Um.
I
I
mean,
have
probably just percentile. It's really just if we're lucky enough to be
Sure.
near a place that has
Roll a
them.
percentile. I'm gonna roll a percentile for something else.
Mm,
Oh,
I
I
have
except I can't do it right.
if you want one.
Oh, okay. So
mm,
yeah, roll me a percentile as well, Rio.
I did 38.
Oh, 38. Yeah, he
Not
doesn't come
terribly.
back with anything. He's just like, eh.
It's okay.
But Buster, the one that you were fighting hands you some kind of grass.
Oh,
Okay.
that's nice.
Oh, thank you.
He urges he looks at the grass and kind of like points to your Pokeball,
Oh,
saying
Okay.
he wants you to give the grass to your Riolu.
Okay, and I actually wouldn't have wanted to retreat him into the Pokeball, probably. I probably would have just, like, run over to him and just been like,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
buddy, you
Yeah, so
okay?
then this cutie fly comes over with the this thing and kind of puts it into your Riolu's mouth, and your Riolu kind of like chews on it a little bit and eats it and swallows it. And he kind of looks like he ate something kind of bitter,
yeah, no,
but
I've
he
heard
Okay.
that's
wakes up.
super awful.
Energy herb.
Congrats on being at full health, but also be careful about those. Pokemon freaking hate revival herbs.
Yeah, you use the revival herb on you.
Okay.
Um, with that,
Hey, bud, you wake again? You
Good morning.
feeling all right? Maybe,
God,
maybe
Stun.
we need to be a little bit more careful about this stuff in the future, huh? I'm sorry. I didn't think that would go quite like that.
Neither did
It's okay.
I, out of character.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. Especially at low levels, that's pretty much all you can expect, especially when you have a type disadvantage.
Oh,
That
wait
be
a second. I can use quick attack, right? I just realized, like, quick attack says if a foe wants to declare a move, you can instead use
Yeah,
quick
quick
attack.
attack is an interrupt move, but I don't. I mean, you can probably roll it. I don't think it would have one hit. I don't think it would have OHKO'd.
Also, you have to be
Oh.
one space closer, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Oh wow. Yeah, I guess I. What? How? 1 second. Yeah, no, I forgot that Pokemon have so little HP at these levels. Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
that would have
mean,
OHKO'd.
before the weakness, that one-shot me,
Yeah, no, that
so...
would have OHKO'd Lancelot too.
Okay, I
Yeah,
need
no,
to
you'd have to
remember...
be right next to them to use quick attack.
Okay.
Oh, what?
I
The
need
range
to
is. Oh yeah, the
remember
range
that
The
is
I...
out.
attack is melee, it doesn't have a range on it. So yeah,
Okay.
after it gives your guy the revival herb, it says, do you
Yeah,
want to attempt to capture it again, or are you just gonna leave it alone?
I'm just gonna try and, like, pet it on the head and just be like, thanks, buddy.
hmm It gives you a nod. The three of them go over to your cutie fly and wish it luck
Yeah.
and stuff, but you don't know that because you can't speak Pokemon.
I mean, I figured as much. And Ryoku will give them all well wishes.
Uh-huh. Then the three of them fly off to do whatever.
All right. Now we
Somewhere
gotta
else.
figure out Cutiefly's nickname.
Fly things.
Okay.
Ooh, all
Back
right.
to the world map.
Let's see. Cutieflies are worth 30? No, 10 experience. Interesting.
Yes. So your Pokemon gets 10 experience, and if I remember correctly, I don't remember where I put this, but I put it somewhere. I thought I put it in leveling.
Oh crap! Wait. 1 second.
And so that would just be core that gets the XP, right?
No.
Oh,
I had a thing where blah 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 blah. Nope. I had it written down somewhere else, and
Let's see.
it's been 2 hours. I don't know if you guys want to end it right now or not.
Up to you. I'm
I'm
good.
good to keep going, but I would want to take a break for a second.
Okay, we'll go take a break while I'm figuring out the thing, and we'll stop probably when we
Okay.
get to Vocal Town, if you
Okay.
guys get to more random encounters or not.
Okay, I'll be away for probably like 5 minutes. I just need to get some food.
Huh. You know what's interesting? Cutiefly in this game, or in the Pokedex from like the TTRPG, has 2 more abilities than the actual Cutiefly can have.
Oh,
Normal
that
Cutiefly-
reminds me. Roll a
yeah.
d4.
I did. Its ability is Swarm.
All right, cool, great.
Yeah, no, normally Cutiefly only has access to Honey Gatherer, Shield Dust, but this one has Swarm, Honey Gatherer, Shield Dust, and Fey Force, which is interesting. And Ore, anyway.
Okay, what? Okay, don't want that.
In other news, Stunspore has a much higher to hit number.
Team weather. Nope. That's not it. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze.
Range 6.
Okay, I've set the microwave running. I just got to go back down and pick up my food in a minute.
Cool.
You know what? I can't find it, so let's just say half experience since you didn't capture or bait one. So your Pokemon
Okay.
will get you and Buster Brad will get 5 experience for your Pokemon.
I get 6 because I'm an ace trainer. Get 20% more.
Congrats on your extra XP.
I definitely earned this.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that into character and leveling
It's
stuff.
like a consolation. It's alright.
Oh,
Yeah, it very much feels like one.
God, I'm really glad that I've invested in a Dessou. That just made sense for a coordinator, of course, but still.
So I'm gonna type this in. I'm gonna say this out loud. So when not involved in a battle,
Oh, we have XP shares?
you will receive half the experience of the caught or defeated Pokemon. like so like situations like that. But if you're always in if you're in the combat from the start and you're all fighting, you'll get full
Yeah.
experience regardless.
Yeah.
So it's like situations like that where I just catch Pokemon just cause. So, now does anything bad happens when he uses the revival herb? I mean, he wasn't
Uh,
the one that used it on him, but
it lowers the totally GM Fiat stat that loyalty, or
all
I
right.
think it has a chance to.
I'm not gonna worry about it for this because he wasn't the one that gave it to him.
Loyalty is also a stat that doesn't matter unless you have a move for it or if someone's trying to steal your Pokemon. So
All right. So move it forward one more time.
Butte.
All right. Rio, roll me a D100.
35.
35. Uh, nothing of note happens. Move forward. Uh, Brad, roll me a D100. Actually, you know what? You rolled the last encounter, so Buster, roll me a D100 if you're there.
I can do that.
No encounter. So
Alright.
you guys successfully get to Vocal Town, and let's see. That took you 5, 10. Yeah, so it is super late at night. It's like 10 p.m. right now.
Did we do all that traveling in one day?
Hold on, let me see if I did math correctly. So that would be 12. 1, 2. How many did I say? I said 5, 10. So I would need to use up 6. No, I need to use up 8. So that'd be. So you guys left probably about 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Um, actually, you would have had to have made
Camp.
camp right at the border. So
Yep.
so you're like here.
Okay. I mean, do we want to just say we're on this hex? Just
Sure, but
for
you're like
simplicity.
you're already halfway to Vocal Town now.
Sure.
Um,
Nap time.
yeah. Is
Ryoki's
everybody
been
just gonna go to sleep, or do you wanna keep anyone want to keep watch in case something happens?
Ryoku has spent his entire day trying to think of names for this new Pokemon.
Okay.
I'm down to go on watch if you guys think it's a good idea.
I can also do it. I tend to sleep pretty well and wake up pretty early, so
Mm.
I'm good with that. And I also want to keep an eye on little Domon here, pat him on the head, just make sure that he's feeling all right after
All right. Well,
earlier.
between the two of you, you're able to keep watch. Let's say Buster, roll me a D100 for your watch.
14.
Nothing happens. Rio, roll a D100 for your watch.
Sure. 66.
That I have to look up. Okay.
Oh, frick. What did I roll for nature? 1 second. 19? 19.
I will actually bring you back to this map. Alright, someone roll me, 'cause since we're doing the same thing, a D108. Brad, since you haven't done anything, roll me D108.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll need the turn order, because I don't know what I'm doing yet. And then
Pardon.
I guess we'll probably
Can
end.
okay.
Do you want me to roll it? Because I'd probably just...
100 plus 8.
Okay,
why
sure.
were
Fine.
Why was it a D32?
Because
nature?
if it's a 32, I'm just going to say you can pick any of the neutral ones because they don't do anything.
Oh, but 31 is also a neutral one.
Oh, is it 31's the neutral one? Okay, well then
Yeah.
it's 31 then.
Oh, I see.
but just
I
whatever.
didn't roll either of those anyway. Huh.
Uh,
Interesting.
yeah,
5.
sure, whatever. That works. That's not how it's supposed to work, but that's how it will work. Uh, let's see. 10,
Let's see. The 19 I rolled was
20,
a rash because they
30,
like dry, which is another goddamn
40,
beauty
50,
Pokemon.
60,
I'm
70,
telling you, man, just have
80.
the most swole cutie fly.
It's a freaking beauty Pokemon according to this, so it's freaking
Oh,
jeez.
I feel like beauty can
All right,
still work for
Rio,
cutie
who do you
fly.
have out while you're on
Eh.
watch? We'll just say you guys
Just
have camped over here.
um, hmm. I'll just roll a D2. Looks like the new guy's out. He's not accustomed to being in a ball yet, so he's chilling.
All right. Um,
Special attack up, special defense down is the nature he rolled.
let's see. Do I have this as a token? Uh, since it's nighttime, make me a perception check to see if you can see them at least a little bit better. It's kind of hard to see.
Just from me or me and my Pokemon?
Sure, do both.
Let's see.
I won't be
Perception.
able to tell you what it is, but she'll say he can tell you
Is
that
a
there's
special
something
defense
there.
skill. Oh, well, I think I've got it covered anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Also, roll me a D. What did I say before? D5. So
108.
yeah, D5.
Oh, to see how many. Let's see. 5.
All right. You see, just I won't put them down just yet unless you want to do anything with them. You see, jumping or bouncing down the path are 5 spoink.
Aw, how cute.
Dude, Boink is great.
Boink.
I can't agree with you on that one.
I
Did
mean,
you
it's
know?
not like
Did you
a
know if they
good
stop hopping, they
Pokemon, but
die?
I'm fond of
Yeah,
it.
their heart stops.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're just kind of just bouncing down the road.
I mean, as long as
Can
they're
I-
not bothering us, I'll just keep an eye on them. Any
I
of them look in our
have my
direction, I'll just wave.
X out.
Yeah, they don't even they can see you probably have like a fire or something
Yeah, I was
going.
about to say, I'm probably just tending the fire.
They kind of see you and they just kind of just keep bouncing down the road.
Good for them.
Are you gonna put it in your Pokedex?
Oh, yeah, I'll scan them on their way off.
Gonna use my Pokedex.
Well, you're sleeping right now unless he wakes you guys up.
Okay.
I won't bother to wake them up, but I'll scan them with all of our Pokedexes.
Okay. There's no like
Unless you guys like hide your Pokedex.
Nah. I would leave it out. That's fine.
yeah, there's no like oh you have to be the person holding this Pokedex to scan it. So
Mhm.
yeah, you scan this point and they just kind of just jump right past you.
Man, really depressing to think about how they'll die if they stop hopping.
Yep. All right, and then
It's funny because
I
there are
mean, we
several
don't
times
have to take that as canon. It's just Pokedex info.
Yeah, I mean, we're not. We're probably not taking these
Pokedex
Slugma's.
info gets real weird sometimes, like
You mean like how
Larvitar eating mountains.
Slugma's body temperature reaching 10,000 degrees mean it's hotter than the sun.
hmm
Yeah,
Yep.
like there's a lot of very impossible, deadly things. In
now, if you
Pokedex.
want, before you go into Vocal Town, you can see if you can find another Pokemon.
Yeah,
Do you
let's
guys
do it.
want to look for more Pokemon?
Yes.
All right,
Alright.
Buster, roll me a D100.
Watch it just out of nowhere, it's freaking Latias or some nonsense.
I don't have legendary Pokemon as an encounter yet.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Alright.
you don't find anything.
I'm very good at finding Pokemon, for the record.
So
Clearly.
boop, you guys are now in Vocal Town, and I'm going to look to see what time it is. Okay, so
What do you guys know any good Cutiefly names? Also,
We plan to evolve it eventually.
yeah.
Peter.
so yeah,
I
you
do plan to
enter
evolve
into
it.
Vocal Town. It's like, I don't know what time do you
Also-
guys wake up in the morning. What time do you guys leave camp? Basically, is what I'm asking.
I always wake up at 7 a.m., but I'll just wait for the others to wake up.
Like I said, Buster pretty much wakes up whenever the sun comes out. So That just sort of like as soon as it starts to get a little bit dawn, he kind of just naturally like, oh okay.
Ryoku works
I'll
out
wake
as
up
soon as he
at
wakes
8.
up.
All right. Just out of curiosity, what did each of your Pokemon need to level up? Just added. I just want to know.
Quite a chunk. They should all be at
It should
600
be
because,
200 for
yeah,
all of them, I think.
well, a little less than that for the one that just got a little
Uh,
bit for
Okay,
battling.
yeah.
do I please tell me I
But yeah, it's
have
200
in
to go from 8
my
to 9.
handouts which my GM stuff who the gym leader is? No, I don't. Okay. So I'm gonna have to go through. Okay. So what do you guys do when you enter into town? So this town, I should explain a little bit about it. Um, there's lots of musical performances and like street performers going around town.
That's great.
Uh,
Ryoku was hype as frick.
you notice that most of the Pokemon roaming around the town are sound based.
That tracks.
So things like Whismur, Jigglypuff. I can't think of anything else because I'm blanking, but there are others.
Whismur, Jigglypuff, Loudred,
Noivern would be one, but those are dragons, so they might
yeah.
not be super common.
I mean, Chatot, there's
Yeah,
options.
Chatot a good one.
Chimeko, nobody likes that Pokemon though.
Hey, Tribeca's
Uh,
cool.
there's Cricketots around.
I'm not
Yeah,
a fan of
Kricketot is
Kricketot.
great.
I was about to
Brong.
say Meloetta, and then I remember that's a freaking legendary, so
Yes,
no.
legend.
There's Bronzors because they're bells. Well, they can evolve into
Oh,
bells.
makes sense.
They are bells.
Yeah, and you see like they're like there's like their evolved types and stuff too, but
But for
it's
whom do they
mostly
focus?
sound based sound. There's mostly musical based Pokemon.
Okay.
Ryoku is hype.
So
Yeah,
yeah, what do you
I'm
guys do when you enter into
sort
town?
of looking around like, oh, man, I can't wait for us to get you some friends, little buddy. He says to Dalmon.
Mm-hmm. So what do you guys do when you get
Um,
into town? And after that, we'll end it for now, and then I'll have some stuff set up for tomorrow, or next week.
yeah. Tomorrow I have other obligations.
Cool.
Uh, I
The
think
name.
I think my standard go-to is just gonna be wandering around town with Domon to show him the sights every time we get somewhere new,
Mm-hmm.
before I am in any way useful to anybody.
Well, first and foremost, I'm gonna name my Cutiefly Arthur.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, I'll go check out the town as well,
All right.
because I'm
And then
new
yeah,
to
that.
this place.
Walk around town. I need to check when the next when the next contest is happening.
Um, roll me a D3. In
Two.
2 days.
All right, so we're gonna be here a couple days.
Do you want
Okay.
to find out
What?
what type of contests are going on here?
Yeah, that's very important information.
Uh, you can ask around. And it's easy. Let me just open up what I have for
Frick,
it.
I need to either. Frick, I don't. God, I'm screwed.
The contests that are here are cute and cool contests.
Oh wow, what are the odds? I have a cute and a cool specialist. Unfortunately, they're both just good at cute.
Do the other two of you want to know, try and find some maybe information about what the gym leader uses for Pokemon?
I mean, I'm gonna guess normal since that's what most of the sound ones are, but yeah, I would like to know.
Then
Glitching in this town?
I believe investigation is a check, right?
I think so, yeah.
Then both of you roll me that and see how well you do.
Beauty.
What's investigation?
It should be a skill that you have.
10.
Oh,
Gotta be kidding me. You said it was beauty and cool, huh?
Cute and cool.
Cute and cool. Man, sucks to be Cutiefly right now. It doesn't have any cute moves or cool moves.
Despite the name.
Yeah, how ironic. What about you? Lancelot has, I think, 2 cute moves.
Do 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 do.
Do I really want his first ribbon to
Brad,
be a
I'm
cute
waiting on
ribbon,
you.
though?
By the way, can you
Yeah,
not
I'm
find
fine
it?
with that.
yeah, I got it.
It might be.
Oh wait, I have to do
Hit the
this.
you have to hit the dice. I mean, actually, you don't have anything you could. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's
Brad,
gonna be
you don't find
something.
anything out.
Okay.
Uh, Buster, all you can really know is that she definitely just, as far as you know, she uses sound-based Pokemon. You don't know what specific. They don't know really what specifically she uses, and you do find out that it is a female gym leader, by the way. But
Yeah.
you don't know what she uses for Pokemon.
Okay.
Just that it's, there's she has a sound theme going on.
Okay. Out of curiosity, would it be generally known, like, are the gyms usually based on one type or just on one theme?
Uh, so so
Just in the region in general.
Brad knows that in his region in Hoenn, usually they're based around a type.
Yeah.
You know, just because it's easy to find out, that here most gyms are based on a theme rather than a type.
Okay.
So it can be more than one type.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks to my brother for that, for helping me come up with some of those ideas, by the way. So, yeah, next time we'll either be doing, if you guys want to go maybe outside of Vocal Town to find some Pokemon to train, you'll probably only be able to do maybe 2 a day. Um,
All
or you
right.
could go straight into uh, the gym fights because Rio is not gonna be here for a couple days if he wants to go into that
I am.
Yeah,
I
I
contest.
have
think
to.
What would you want to go in right now if you would to pick either one of them?
I think after what happened yesterday,
Some training is probably a
Dawn,
good
I
idea.
probably need a little bit of practice.
Hmm. Uh,
Yeah.
Rio, what would you want to do if of the two of them?
Huh?
Of the
Uh,
two contests, which would you rather do?
cute.
Cute. Okay. I want to look up something real quick, and I forget before we end.
I am totally incapable of performing a cool contest.
Okay.
As I have Cutifly, which has two smart moves and a beautiful move, and Oshawott, who has two. Or correction, what did I say? Cutifly has two smarts and a beautiful, and Lancelot has two cutes and a tough.
Okay, yeah, he can probably manage a cute contest.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, just think about it. Like it'll be fun when he's like a badass samurai otter thing to be like, oh yeah, by the way, he has a cute ribbon.
I mean, it won't be surprising. Oshawott's adorable.
All right. That is gonna be it. Then, so
All
I
right.
will stop recording, and we'll see you next week.